Okay, so sorry about the small delay there. Had to take care of my birds because they were in desperate need of not smelling like bird. Their cage was terrible. And oh, hey, Harvest, how you doing? And yes, they are both adorable little budgies. They squawk like crazy in the morning though. Like I know birds are morning people, but oh my god. Oh, have that's verbs for you. Yeah, I kind of knew that when I was getting into it. So it's not like I knew, it's not like it was anything unknown, but oh boy, they scream. So today we're just going to be doing something a little bit simpler. If I can remember how my controller works, that'd be great. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing some mount battle training. Actually, first of all, what we're going to do first of all, how much money do I have? Because I got a lot of balls for Entei, so how much money do I have? You put a blanket over them and they go eat? Yeah, if only it was that simple. They're like, you put a blanket over us. We must scream more. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. It's a little bit ridiculous. Yes, I will be showing my burbs on Twitter soon because they are absolutely adorable. They are precious and they are amazing. They are the best burbs that you shall ever see, even if they drive me up the freaking wall. So yeah. And today's going to be just a little simple. Today's just going to be a bit of a training thing today. As you remember from last time, shame I don't use the Twitters. Aw, oh, I'm sure we can find another way to send it to you because those burbs are adorable. But yes, we're going to be doing some training today because last time it did not go well. Okay, Tumblr. I've been meaning to get back into Tumblr. Yeah. It Tumblr seems to be the kind of place where you just go for just utter insanity and people actually making sense. As strange as those two sentences sound together. But yeah. And welcome properly to Mount Battle, the safest place. And you thought OSHA had a problem before. All right. But yeah. So Tumblr is kind of that place where you get the most insane takes possible, and yet the people in there are the most reasonable. I swear it's where the pineapple on pizza debate began, and then it just expanded outwards because people were saying stuff that made no sense to anyone else. Also, also, Mount Battle, just really quickly. It's 100 battles in a row, and you can back out, but you need to do 100 battles without losing. And they go from, as you can tell, like level 15, level 16, super easy stuff, to utterly ridiculous, like level 70, level 80 bullcrap. So when they say this is a training ground, they don't mean for you to do it one time. This is something that has end of game and post game in it. Yeah, level 100 Nightmare God. This is basically that. I'm not gonna lie. Because it starts out easy enough, and you're like, oh, hey, this is fun and whatnot. And you can go back to previous areas if you want to train. But but you do have to do the 100 battles. I'm not entirely sure if it's all in a row, but you do have to beat them. Like soloing a trial in FF14. Pretty much. Not gonna lie, that is a great comparison. It is ridiculously hard to do, but it has amazing rewards beyond XP and money. Like, genuinely, I say that. I'm not going to spoil what the surprise is because I am going to do it on stream, but I just want to let you know that I'm not just doing this just to get the experience. I will be going for the final reward. And is it one of the doggos? No, the doggos, Entei and others? Well, we already saw what Entei was. Entei is a shadow Pokemon. And if you know games that like these, they like to do things in threes. So I wonder where we'll see the other two. So yeah. I find Mount Battle to be particularly challenging. And I find it to be something that is very, very useful. Some people may call it tedious and whatnot, but I personally really like it because of the fact that there's so much training, and you can take a Plusle to be competitive in this game, which is amazing. It knows that you might want to do that, and it gives you the option. And I love that so much about this game. Also, oh boy. It's at your own pace. Exactly. If you just want to grind for money, the lower levels are fine. You'll go through them really quickly. But if you want to get training done, then the higher levels are for you. And plus, but there is no mining in this game. I will say that. That is something that is eagerly missed, even though it is in the source code. To be fair, I don't really know of a point in the story where they could have put a Plusle in, because Plusle is a Pokemon given to you by a friend. It's not a shadow Pokemon, so that's kind of what makes it interesting. Is that Plusle's this little guy that you have to go save, and I don't really know of a second place they could have put a Minun in there, because Plusle is very much a character moment Pokemon. It's great. It's absolutely an amazing support Pokemon. But its main focus is on a character moment in the story. So it just comes down to, I'm not sure if they had a place for a Minun in the story. Which is disappointing, don't get me wrong. It sucks. But I can see why they did what they did. So yeah. It's great. It's amazing. And I'm just glad that I get to see Plusle in a good environment. Because as a kid, I never really liked Plusle. I didn't understand the appeal. I didn't even grasp the concept of a Pikachu clone, and I just straight up didn't like Plusle. I didn't like Pikachu either, mind you, so maybe that had something to do with it. But I never liked Plusle or Minun because I never understood the concept of double battles. So to see it even alone doing so well in a double battle, just it makes me feel good and makes me feel like something is right. And it kind of teaches you that, hey, just because a Pokemon isn't that great overall doesn't mean it's useful altogether. It's useless altogether. And this game really teaches you about double battles. I think this game and XD were the reason that double battles took off at all. And I say that genuinely. I say that because triple battles were in the Pokemon Black and White games. They were very popular, but Game Freak never made them and never really took off with them. And it was hard to explain their popularity. And to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed at that because it could have really changed the competitive scene, especially because rotation battles were included in that, and that was essentially 3 single battles all in one, which really made things kind of unique and kind of interesting. But double battles took off because there's 2 like main console games that were all about that. Sure, they're not remembered all too well. Some people even say like the DS games were like Nintendo's first 3D games, which is not true at all. But I do think that these games helped to popularize it and put it in the subconscious that double battles were the way forward. Because every single like this game defo gave doubles life. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that take. Every single main console up to the Switch, which we're not going to say what the Switch is, got shafted. Yeah. They were so good. They had unique strategies and the meta was completely different. Imagine seeing them at Worlds. Like that would be something interesting because it would give so much. Sky battles really just felt like just flying battles. Like it was nothing more than a terrain change. It was literally just in the air, like sea battles. I genuinely felt that. I noticed no difference. And after Sky battles and the failure of them, it seems like Game Freak has just kind of been simplistic with their choices. Everything is about and sea battles let you use land Pokemon. Yeah, so it was all just about flying Pokemon, but if your team is well balanced as it's telling you to do, you're not going to notice a difference, especially because like you're going to put forward Pokemon that, oh, for the love of fuck, I just did a double doesn't effect. I am great. But if you're doing a team that basically just puts forward a mixed bag anyway, you're going to have 1 or 2 that are good for it anyway, and you're just going to put them first, and you're just going to be like, well, I just swept you anyway, so what's the problem? But yeah, Game Freak has done some really silly things lately, and I really like inverse battles. Inverse. Where did that one come in? I can't remember that one. Then again, there have been so many battle types, I'm probably blanking. From X and Y, only 1 trainer. Really? They did 1 trainer for a whole ass battle type. Really? I'm sorry. That's just pathetic. What did they even do? Every matchup was inverted. So like typings and whatnot? Because that could be interesting. That would put your brain on hold and be like, yeah, I got an electric type. It not very effective with super. Yo, that would have been sick. That would have genuinely been sick. That should have been a whole thing. Immune was super. That should have been a plot point. That should have been a plot point. I know Lysander was an asshole and his story was super simple, but like that actually makes sense. He's trying to remake the world. So if he did inverse battles, that would have been like he's in control or something like that. That would have been cool. It would have played right in. Just like how in Pokemon Colosseum and XD, the Shadow Pokemon, it should have been something beyond a single Psychic in one game. It was just a Psychic? Oh, come on. That is so lame. Whoop-de-doo, you bring fighting types to the battle. That's bullshit. I was thinking it might have been someone with, a half-balanced team. Make you think. But no, you just bring a Hitmontop to that and you're fucking done. Good grief. That's ridiculous. That's silly. That's so stupid. That just doesn't seem right. His team was varied, actually. Okay, never mind. What Pokemon did his team have? Because now you have my attention. If his team was varied, that's a good thing. And I'm sorry, baby. I don't like beating up routes because it's one of my favorites. A massive pool with 3 per battle. Are you shitting me? Are you actually shitting me? They made an entire pool for it to be 1 trainer? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, that's just pathetic. You did a whole thing. That's literally a plot point right there. Uh. 37 Pokemon. I know of whole evil teams that have less Pokemon than that. God damn it, that is upsetting. That is actually really upsetting. Hell, I think Team Rocket had that many in total in, like, Red and Blue. Had that total or, like, around that amount. Because that is just upsetting. That just infuriates me. And competitive setups. Are you kidding me? Like, so this was a thing that someone just nixed. This was a thing that someone nixed. There's no denying that someone up in Game Freak was like, it's not my thing, so I'm just gonna nix the entire thing. I guarantee it. Gave Abomasnow fucking... Yeah, that would have given Pokemon that are utterly useless new life. Just like the Mega Stones. I'm sorry, I have to go on a rant about the Mega Stones for a moment. I loved the Mega Stones. The Mega Stones were fucking amazing. They were so fucking cool. They were supposed to give new life to Pokemon that desperately needed it. So why the fuck did Charizard get 2? Why the fuck did Mewtwo get 2? You basically just gave the meta some life and then immediately just shot it behind the barn like Old Yeller. What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, I'm so mad about that. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved that Gardevoir had a Mega Evolution. I love Gardevoir. Not to link Psychic Inverse to my upset-ish about it. Yes. Yes. You can go right ahead. And yeah, favoritism. Favoritism 100%. And Mega's almost never getting used. Yeah, it was literally a plot point. Like, literally, it was a plot point. And it got used, like, maybe a couple times. It was like, oh, this Lucario... It was all supposed to be about this, like, friendship and whatnot. And then the first Pokemon that you use it on is this Lucario that just sniffs you. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, so it bugs me because it was true. It was something that was genuinely fun. And then they tried to redo the thing. They tried to make it an even bigger plot point with Z moves, which, I'm sorry, what the fuck was that? Yeah, that's an image. But yeah, it genuinely upsets me. It genuinely upsets me that Z moves were literally the equivalent of, here's a big explosion. Like, how about you go piss up a chimney rope? And then the fucking Gigantamax was literally Z moves, but just under a different name. It was literally Z moves, but under a different name. Because it's like, oh, your Pokemon got big. Yeah, what's the impact? Either you have to make your Pokemon go big, or you get your butt kicked. So it's literally just Z moves. It's literally just Z moves with defense. Like, but it's different because it's in a stadium, and it's like, I actually really like the stadium idea. At least they gave you more HP and lasted longer, but it was so dumb. It was ridiculously dumb, especially because certain Pokemon, gee, hint, got special suits like Gigantamax moves. Was done by non-Pokemon. Off the idea of Arceus. Char shit, yeah. Charizard makes me angry. Charizard makes me genuinely angry because it should not be this overused. Fucking Pikachu is not as overused as Charizard is. The fucking asshole. And Conquest. Pokemon Conquest? I haven't played it. But it definitely sounds good, at least. Yeah. Power World, yeah. Power World. Yeah. I will say this. Power World has made Pokemon kind of step back. I doubt much is going to change. But it's at least given fans a chance to look outside and be like, hey, what could Pokemon be? And while I personally think that it's very much an early access game that's kind of not really great, and I doubt it ever will be, it's given me a chance to think outside the box and been like, okay, why don't I like this? What do I think Pokemon could take this idea with and make it better and make it more? But yeah. Just everything about Pokemon is a love-hate relationship. It really is. I'm sorry. It is very much a love-hate relationship that just... It's a very much the case of, like, I'm going to... Yeah. It's very much a case of, like, the ideas are great, the Pokemon are great, the competitive scene is amazing, but Pokemon just does some small things that just make you go, but why did you do that? But why? It's the same thing with Zelda, it's the same thing with Mario. There's no perfect Pokemon game. I will say that. I genuinely believe there is no perfect Mario game. There's no perfect Zelda game. There's no perfect Pokemon game. Kirby. Mostly immune. Except when you look at something like Air Ride on the fucking GameCube, that was an interesting choice. I'm sorry, I don't know what they were thinking with Air Ride. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved that game as a kid, and I still absolutely do. It's a racing game like none other, but I still look back at it and go, what the fuck were you doing? But yeah. Yo, people put out Air Ride Net Play? You mean you can actually race against other people? Like, what the frick? That's awesome! Now that sounds like something I'd want to do. Because Air Ride had fun mechanics. Air Ride was so fun to play. It was just confusing. Cool. Well, thank you so much. But yeah, Air Ride was a game that was very much fun, but very much confusing. Like, who approved this? Like, who looked at this and went, "Ah, yes, this is a great game." But then again, Mario has had a weird game like that. And no, I'm not talking about Sunshine or the cat one. Have any of you heard of Mario Dance Dance Revolution? It is literally a DDR game with whoa, where Waluigi is a major. Yeah, it is amazing. It is literally the Mario Party models rotoscoped on. It is great. It is so silly. It is so stupid, and I love it so much. It is one of the best things ever. Also, Plusle just learned Thunder, by the way. So our little battery just turned into a force of the gods. Go right ahead. Do you do the Mario? You do the Mario. You do a whole bunch of Mario. There is a full storyline in there. It is amazing. From the shit cartoon. I'm not familiar with the shit cartoon. I'm probably going to get shit on for this, but I'm not familiar. And also, one moment. Also, yeah, things get kind of weird. It's great. I love it. Also, the battery from gods. I love Bustle. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. You're gonna have to send me that, because I want to see that. I want to see how bad that is. I really do. I want to see how terrible that gets. That excites me. And also just make sure you have your water. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. I just realized this could go badly. This could go badly. Oh, crap. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I but also Thunderbolt. Because she, I think they might just be describing a bad trip. Because that's a thing. It can feel like it. You're like, don't do drugs. Before you die, you will go on a bad trip and go through hell. Which, you know what? Fair enough for them for at least giving a warning. Maybe. Or they could just be straight up saying, like, hey, don't do drugs, you will go to hell. Or if it's because it's Japanese, they could be talking about the Yakuza. If you do drugs, you will go through the Yakuza, which is hell for Japan. There's a whole bunch of different meanings that you could take from it. Direct, cultural, or just influence in general. It was the don't do drugs. That's fair. Actually, strictly, then it's definitely the don't do drugs, which is upsetting because I'm like, damn. I was kind of hoping that they straight up were going to be like, hey, don't do drugs or the Yakuza will come after you eventually. Which I would have been like, you know what? Given Nintendo's history, that's fair. The irony is we do more drugs now. I think that says something. The CDI team did that? Oh my god, that's awesome. I love that. I love that so much. That wasn't CDI? I thought the Excuse Me Princess was CDI. I thought that was the Legend is that was a TV show? How bad were the CDI games that they're considered worse than this TV show? Because I know that scene is like one of the highlights compared to it. How bad are we talking for that? Oh my god. This is amazing. Nintendo has made the TV show did not last long. Gee, I wonder why. CDI is torture. The show is bad. Yeah, gee. Nintendo, how did you learn how to make good games? We learned many lessons. Many lessons? Many lessons. Many? Many. Nintendo is the equivalent of like, don't do what I did. I'm successful because I literally took the longest way to it. Which, I mean, I respect them for it, but at the same time. Uh, uh. No, Spio, buddy! His eyes get so sad. And then you just have the thunder from the gods, otherwise known as Flussel. Ew. Spiel is someone who I would die for. Like, if someone told me you must protect this Spiel with your life, I'd be like, yes, I will do that. And then when it becomes Walrein, it can protect my life. And I'm like, I'm okay with this. Flussel, Zeus is chosen. Absolutely. What's your favorite Mon Harvest? Let me know. And what's yours? What's yours, Buggy Boy? Gumi. Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? My favorite outright is Gutra. I'm not kidding. And Haunter. Ooh. Haunter is a good one. But yeah, no joke. I love the Goomy line. I love Gutra specifically because it just gives the biggest, squishiest hugs. And it wants to be around you, which I'm like, you want to be around me? Torterra. Ooh. Yeah. Gutra is best friend. I want to be around the Spuda. Well, you can be around. No one no one's saying otherwise. You can be around as much as you want. That goes for everyone else. You can be around as much as you want. Because I'm just happy to be here. Oh, God damn it. That is one thing about Thunder. It doesn't have as good accuracy. Unless you have Rain Dance. If you have a Rain Dance going up, then say goodbye. Like, oh no, you're soaking wet, and here comes the smite of all the gods that are pissed at you. Yeah. Also, I love how quick attack is just like a motion blur effect. Like, it's not actually moving any faster, it's just motion blur. They're like, how do we convey speed? Make it move slower. Genius. That's the best idea I've ever heard. Promotion and pay raise. All right, moving on up. It's the concept of new, but it's just nye. It's just nye. Let's see. Comparatively, how are you guys doing? And then there's double team. Yeah, double team is the epitome of can't hit me, can't hit me, can't hit me, can't hit me. Oh boy. Shadow clone. Yeah, it's literally Pokemon went, you see that Naruto shit? What if we did that? Which is great. I love it so much. It's so silly and so stupid. It makes me smile. All right. Neither have I. I have never watched Naruto, but I know it by sheer cultural osmosis. But I want to do something that many people would only bleach in a bit of DBZ before going, nah, that's fair. That's really fair. Sometimes it just isn't for you. It's long, bloated, and overrated. Yeah, that's fair. I want to do something that many people would consider to be stupid and dumb and incredibly, mainly because DBZ was taken. Aw, I'm sorry about that. I want to watch the entirety of One Piece. Start to where it's at right now. No skipping any episodes. it you I think I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get caught up and watch it live, and then it's just going to be this moment. I don't know, Harvest. I'll let you know when I get there. Oh, yeah, in 15 years. Not. I am. Oh yeah, it's good. I'm very tempted to, just so that I can be like, oh hey, what's just trans the episode? Fair enough. Yeah, I really want to do it just so that I can say like, hey, what's your longest running anime that you've watched entirely? One Piece? Wait, what? You've watched the entirety of that? Like, was it supposed to be difficult? I do have a Crunchyroll subscription, so I could do it. I'm giving myself ideas. Oh no. Who needs subscriptions? That's fair. That's very fair. Oh, but yeah, I'm going to pay. Oh, and oh, hey, Luna. Hey there, Luna. How you doing, Luna? You pay with your mind. Yeah, that's about fair. That's about fair. How you doing, Luna? Luna is absolutely amazing. They are just like Uzi, as in they are someone I genuinely look up to a lot. They're great. They're amazing. I'm doing great. I'm just doing some Pokemon training because last time I got my butt kicked. I got my butt kicked badly by a surf spamming Seadra. It was annoying. It was very annoying. Also, what exam did you just do? You have to let me know. Now that you said it, you have to let me know. Chat will agree. Ah. And yes, I need one moment. I'm going to do something really quickly. Uh, Yep, I'm already following you. So everyone go follow the Harvest Goddess, because it is they are an amazing person, and I absolutely would recommend when they get their new computer. I would absolutely highly recommend. I just don't have the widget up right now for like showing them, but they are amazing. Do not listen to them. They are absolutely amazing and incredible, and I would highly recommend going to watch them. Don't let them talk smack about themselves. That's not allowed. I would also recommend going to go see Luna. She eats batteries. It's great. She has a thing where you can just toss them at her, and it's totally great. I have saved so much on recycling fees and also the environment. Pretty much anything, really. I don't even know how that started for you, but everyone was just like, they eat batteries. And I'm like, I got batteries. Here you go. Bye. Oh. I think she'll eat pretty much anything, but I do think that the bigger the battery, the more of a meal it is. Like cell batteries are like a little like pop snack to them. And then oh, yeah, it is absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad to just be able to stream again. Oh goodness, industrial brick sized ones. You're and now harvest is and now harvest. Now I need to go get you some water, and I need to get myself some water. And oh, all right. And watermelon, so makes sense. Yeah, yep, that's about right. Wait, nope, that was the right play. Just make sure. Yeah, overwatering would be a bad idea. It'd be a waste of good water. I mean, it might hurt you. Yee! It is best. Ooh. Well, now that you've said the alt, the the texture can be a little weird, but they really capture the flavor well. Do you like watermelon juice then? Well, we have a battery eating vampire, a bug boy, and a goddess of the earth in here. I mean, just a totally typical D&D party with a drider, am I right? All right, Luna, you go feed your cat. It's hungry, and if you ignore the cat, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing to ignore the cat, because the cat is well, it's kind of the gods. That reminds me, for the past 2 days in a row, the absolute bitch cat, like she's an old, like fat, angry cat at times. We love her, but she's old and big and angry. She has been cuddling up to me willingly and wanting affection for the past 2 days in a row. This has not happened before. And I'm both concerned and also confused. And it's not like she'll just like nudge my leg. No, 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 no. It's not like she'll just nudge my leg. She will actively go out of her way while I'm laying down on the couch to just boomf on me. And it is absolutely amazing. Oh, god damn it. But yeah, she definitely sounds concerning when snuggling you and infamously grumpy. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on her. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great that she's being so affectionate, but it's also leaving me a little like, what's going on, sweetie? Everything okay? But genuinely, she just seems to be like, okay, I'm doing this now. And I'm like, that's unusual. Why do you like me? But I mean, hey, if everything's good, like things are holding up, well, I don't know about that. I can be a right bitch at times. I know a fair few amount of people who would call me a right bitch. Yeah. Oh. Also, if I just may, there are some Pokemon models that have not aged particularly well in this game. Like some of them are okay. But if you take a look at the Matchop one, um, thank you for the hugs. I'm just looking at the weird Matchop figure. Like, just wait for it. It'll pop up in just a moment. That's slack off. Come on. Okay. Stop going to everything else. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna blast it out of the sky so that you can see it. I'm just blasting it out of the sky. Like, look at that model. It's so bad. Like, what are those? What are those? Like, look at those muscles. What are those? Those are just globs on it. Like, what are you? uh, yeah, pretty much. It aged like bad milk. Some models actually aged really well. And that's the thing, is that some of them look amazing, and then other ones look like sheer ass. And it's like, why do you look like ass? Zigzagoon aged well? Zigzagoon aged amazingly. Like, that design should have gone straight into the Switch games. Like, just a 1-for-1. Oh. Oh boy. The names are great. The names are so great. I love them so much. The names are great. You literally beat up a bad guy whose name is called Scrub. Another milk one is Geodude. Geodude is... Yeah, Geodude's interesting. But Mawile aged like fine wine. Like, Geodude, not the greatest. But Mawile looks gorgeous. Mawile is my favorite steel type. No joke. 65 compared to 50. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think winner. Yeah. I think Gen 1 was imported directly from Pokemon Stadium 2. I think that's what it is. Used to be Barney colors. Yeah, yeah. I can't even argue that. Yeah, they definitely imported them from like the Pokemon Stadium games because that Staryu looks straight from the Pokemon Stadium games. Like it looks good, but you can tell that it definitely was more designed for the Stadium games, which is disappointing. But I can see why they did it. And then you got someone like Corphish, who's more of a Gen 3 Pokemon, looking actually half decent. Yeah, the Gen 6 models really. They needed to go the way of the dinosaur. And I'm half decent besides being Corphish. Okay, listen here. You do not insult my water crab baby. Water crab baby is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I think. Shit. And then the knit. No, don't hurt my baby. Oh yeah. Anime Corphish is just so annoying. It's so bad. It's the funny kind of bad though. I'll give it that. It's the funny kind of bad. There we go. And there we go. Area 3 down. Okay, look. Bayleaf was extremely affectionate, and I kind of thought it was adorable. As a very young kid, I thought it was adorable. As an adult, I think it's a little weird, but I mean, this is the game that literally has you massaging Pokemon, and once you finish the massage to show how happy they are, they scream. I would have been okay with a Meganium girlfriend. I would have been okay with that. Meganium as a girlfriend sounds absolutely amazing. Also, remember talks about OSHA? That is active lava. And it just gets worse from here. OSHA was like, oh, there's rocks below. That seems kind of dangerous. Now it's like, oh, that's magma below. That seems kind of deadly. Poor Togepi. Goodbye, little leggy. No, it's about to cry. Oh, it cried and tried to run back before it fainted and it fell. Oh. Oh, I love Togepi. I love Togepi so much. Togepi is adorable. Oh boy. Oh. Babu boy abuse reported. Okay, listen here. Just because I may have pushed a Togepi to fainting does not mean that I'm abusive towards it. It willingly joined the fray. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Up and voila. No worries, Harvest. You stay cool now, okay? You're all good. Enjoy the lurk. Ah. All right. Let's keep pushing on. So, about that OSHA complaint. Before it was rocks. Now it is literally not just like rivulets, but like an active flowing river of lava. It's great. Oh. Assistance required, assistance required, assistance required. Basically. Oh boy. All right. And now another battle's done. Oh. There is just so many Pokemon. Also, I love how Clamperl's Pokemon cry is literally just saying Clamperl with like a shitload of reverb. I love it. It's like electronic reverb. It's great. Ah, all right. Oh. Oh. Okay. Just slowly making our way through this. Oh boy. Shit. Okay. And so close. No, baby. Oh. There we go. Oh. 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 And Grimer's down. Why do you know bullet seed? Also, from a gulpin, that's just gross. All right. Oh. 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 Oh, here we go. Okay. So that's where we're going to call it for the training right now. And yeah, that was a ton of fun. We got we got our Plusle and our Espeon up in levels, Plusle especially. Plusle's looking amazing. And yeah, I'm gonna save. And next time we're gonna be pushing through that building once more. And we're going to be making further progress. So yeah, see you guys then, and I'm going to go take a nap.